and then you can hello. Happy,
Hey,
what is it? Are we on Tuesday? I
I
think
think
it's
it's Tuesday.
Tuesday. We originally said we were going to do this Monday, and then we rearranged a little bit. And now here we are. It's Tuesday. So I want to welcome you. Don't really have a title, but we are talking about something. Tara and I have been talking about this back and forth a little bit. We wanted to come on here because everybody is feeling like garbage. Everybody's tired, everybody's overwhelmed, everybody's stressed out, everybody's not sleeping well. And you kind of go through the list of what is it in my life that's causing these things. Well, there's one thing that not a lot of people consider that we kind of wanted to bring to your attention. And that is products that you use in your everyday routine of life that are hormone disruptors. And especially for women, it's a really big thing, but for men as well. And so I brought my good friend Tara back on here. The last time we talked, it was about red light therapy and all the craze. And we compared red light therapy devices and all the things. Listen, I just want to quickly go on to that red light therapy. Our mask is so pliable. I had a hip, an issue with my hip, and I slapped it on like a couple of days. And I went for my appointment today for my massage therapist, and he was like, "So we're going to work on your hip." And I'm like, "Well, actually my hip feels really good." He's like, "Well, what'd you do?" So I got to share with him about the red light therapy and everything.
Nice.
And it's made a huge difference. I use it on the back of my neck. I use it. So yeah,
Use it
I don't
everywhere.
even know if that one's on the YouTube channel. I can drop that in the comments, and then I'm gonna I have to send it to you as well, so people can go back. And that was a long one, but that was a good one. Everybody
That
was
was a
so
good one.
excited and
Yeah.
hopping in the chats. But today, guys and gals, we wanted to talk about hormone disruptors, and I'm gonna let Tara kind of kick it off a little bit, because we really want to go over what's in your cupboards, what's in your pantry, what's in your under your sink, what's like in your laundry room. Listen, they're everywhere. And the more I dug into it, the more I was like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I replaced certain things just because. Right. And then I realized like, oh, those were hormone disruptors. And so you guys, you have to chase your healing, right? And so if one thing doesn't fix it, then okay, what are some of the other causes? And that's what we want to bring to you. Not only what are the causes, but what are the solutions? So Tara, why don't you take it away and tell us a little bit about hormone disruptors and where we're going to go with this tonight.
Yes. So hormone disruptors, like they're everywhere, unfortunately, in our modern world. It is something
really
that we cannot avoid, but it is something that we can minimize a little bit. So we're talking about synthetic fragrances. We're talking about preservatives. So let's start with beauty products first, because that's my jam. That's where I live. I'm in beauty land. I'm in beauty world. And we have things that disrupt our endocrine system. So when we talk about that, we talk about these preservatives that are put in our skincare, in our hair care, in our makeup, in all kinds of, everything that we do. Can you hear me? I think I just froze.
Yep, I can hear you. I can.
Okay.
You're frozen, but I can still hear you.
I'm frozen, but I'm still here.
Yeah.
So
we lost your picture.
Oh.
But
it'll pop back on.
Maybe. I just want to stop for a quick second because we said endocrine system, but I just Googled it. I didn't know what it is. So do you want to quickly explain what the endocrine system does and what it's responsible for before we get into it?
Yeah, no. So basically our endocrine system runs our entire, our thyroid, our hormones, our lymphatic, it's all connected. So when we talk about the endocrine system, a lot of times we're talking mainly about thyroid, which helps control your hormones. So that's what I talk. I don't know if you, what did you Google?
Oh, it just says that it's a network of glands that produce and release the hormones, which are chemical messengers that regulate almost every bodily function, growth, metabolism, reproduction, mood, and sleep. So it affects a lot of stuff, you guys. I always like to go, okay, what exactly? Sometimes I hear a word and I'm like, yeah, I know what that means. but then I like to Google it because I want to know specifically, like, am I right? Because sometimes we learn things and hear things as we go along through life, and we don't always know exactly if it's accurate. So yeah, so
Right.
that's what the endocrine system is. So
Okay, so I wasn't off too much.
yeah, no, you were close.
Too
You were
much.
close. You were perfect. I still can't see your beautiful face, but
Oh, I don't.
um
I guess I've got internet issues. We had like the
maybe.
biggest dust storm yesterday. It was nuts.
Oh my gosh, I saw pictures.
Holy smokes, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But so maybe my internet's still wonky from that. Who knows? But
Well, she's here. We can hear you.
okay, I'm here. Really, I am. Maybe it'll be nice and come back. So our toxic overload that we get bombarded with daily. Let's take it like our skincare, our hair care, our makeup is just full of preservatives and synthetic fragrances, and these mimic hormones. So they're hormone mimicking, and they
Yes.
will cause like too much like estrogen dominance or and what happens when you from a skincare perspective of estrogen dominance is you get breakouts. You get breakouts in different areas. Let's say you get it behind your ears or on the back of your neck or underneath your chin and on your at random places. Sometimes you get it on your buttocks. Like you get pimples in weird places, and that's when we have that estrogen, fake synthetic estrogen toxicity from the preservatives and the chemicals in the products.
And it's in like toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, like all these things is like lotion, soaps, you guys, like it's crazy. And that's just the beauty products. Never mind the other things in your house.
And we can go into foods, you know, the chemicals and the preservatives that are in the foods, the plastics. So even like if we eat out of a can or drink out of a can, that can is lined with plastic. And so we're getting the microplastics in our bodies. And that also, depending on how sensitive you are and how much of a toxic overload you are in, your body can just say, tap out, I'm done. And you start breaking out. You end up with hives, allergic reactions, super sensitive to smells. And a lot of times with the synthetic fragrances, like you can smell it before you even walk down the aisle in the grocery store. So you can smell that.
I get instant headache from fragrance. Oh, yeah. Like instant headache from fragrance.
You're walking into a fragrance store. And I used to be, I love my perfume. I love smelling good. We all love to smell good, And a lot of times we're putting these synthetic fragrances directly onto our lymphatic system when we're putting on our deodorant.
Yes, you're right. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, it's going like right into the major channel in our underarms that's just getting transferred through our entire body.
Right. And your skin, guys, your skin is the largest organ of your body. So we're putting on lotions, we're putting on all these different things. Like it's absorbing like into it's not just topical, like it absorbs the bottom of your feet. Stuff, if you put stuff on the bottom of your feet, it will absorb and be found in the blood vessel. In the blood, you can prick your finger and you will have whatever that was because it's absorbed and passed through the bloodstream so quickly.
Yeah, whatever you put on the bottom of your feet goes through your entire body within 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I put essential oils.
Yes, there you go. And then when I remember a long time ago, I think it was Dave Pitcock that was doing an essential oil presentation back in the day. And he was talking about how the aroma of the essential oil gets into your bloodstream. I think, I want to say something like 20 seconds. I'm going to have to ask ChatGPT on that one, do some more research, but it was like super fast. So soaking your feet in something in a herbal bath, 20 minutes, but inhaling, you receive the benefits of it within like 20 seconds, I think.
Yeah. And the blood-brain barrier, it crosses that barrier. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to try to stop my mic and cam and start back up. So hold on one second.
Okay.
Go ahead and talk.
All right. I'm gonna go through you guys some of the other things we're talking about beauty. Tara's gonna come right back. She has the invitation. But listen, the plastic food containers that we use, we are going to talk a little bit later about what swaps that you can do, because almost like this list, you guys, I'm like, okay, that's everywhere in your house. So not only what are we going to talk about what's contributing to hormone disruption, but we're going to give you some swaps. And then also we want to talk about the Frequence product line and how that can help minimize, reduce, repair some of the effects that you have. So let me see if I have to invite her again, you guys. Just give me 1 second. Oh, there she is. There she is. Bring her back. Here she comes. So guys,
Hi,
the list
Jen.
is really long. Here you are. You made it. So I was talking about like plastic food containers, cling wrap,
Yes.
like you put that on, that's going to seep into your foods. You talked about the linings. We talked about the fragrance, but also you guys, like Teflon cooking pans and those black plastic cooking utensils. They're actually
Yes.
they were actually formed with fire retardant chemicals in them. And so you're cooking your food with that, you're stirring your food with that, you're pouring your food with that. Like it's all leaching in as we just switched about a year ago to bamboo cooking utensils. And you guys, I use cast iron. Grandma's old cast iron, like it cooks the best, the heat evenly distributes. I see people and it's like you can get also ceramic frying pans and pots and pans. Those are good too.
Stainless steel.
But I have a big like cast iron. I have a flat cast iron and then I have one that's like a little bit higher so that I can actually cook in it. And I mean, since we met Dr. Rob, I stopped using the microwave. Like
I know,
as little
I still use
as
it occasionally, and I'm like,
as little as possible.
Yes.
I use it, but again, like those are all things when we have to think about. Okay, like for me, I'm struggling with. Okay, why is it such a struggle for me to lose weight? Well, the more I read things like this, for example, okay, I had to heal. I have autoimmune, cortisol jacked for decades. Okay, so I have to bring all that back into line very carefully. You know, you gotta fight for your health, you guys, because not just society, but like everything's about money. So the powers that be are not really concerned with how things they're selling you are going to affect your health. They care about their bottom line. Now, someone just asked about the air fryer. Tara, do you know anything about air fryers? I use an air fryer preferably to a microwave.
Yes. So depends on the basket. So
okay,
I know my air fryer is Teflon coated. Most of them are.
Right.
You can get glass, like a Pyrex. They're a lot more expensive. But I know that they release toxins as well. So,
and guys, here's the thing, like in the day and age that we live in, everything that we're everything that we're using, everything that like we're so used to it, it's not gonna be entirely possible to rid every single thing out of your life that causes hormone disruption, but the goal is to educate you so you know my boyfriend always says to me, when you know better you do better. And so that's the whole thing, is just trying to give people that, like, you guys, it's also in your detergents, the stuff you wash your clothes in, the clothes that you wear, okay, your textiles on your bed, your carpets, the stuff on your furniture, it's all sprayed and coated and soaked, those fabrics, in flame resistant chemicals that, again, you're sitting on them, you're washing your clothes in them, you're wearing those clothes next to your skin, like so it's a big thing to try to slowly find and replace. I do have a list, you guys. If you want it, you can comment in the chat that you want. I made a list. I'm going to be real. I asked ChatGPT to help me to make a list of swaps that you can do for stuff that is either less hormone disrupting or completely not, like it's completely clean and completely safe. So this whole thing for us is just about educating you and letting you know,
informing.
Exactly.
We're not trying to scare y'all to death.
Well, because what if you line aluminum foil in your basket well, you're still heating the Teflon, and so I feel like those chemicals are still being released,
going in.
Even with the foils. I know. Listen, you guys, I work from home.
You can't do it
Sometimes
all.
I run downstairs and I have I only have a 15-minute break. I got to make my daddy a
Mm-hmm.
snack. I got to feed the cats. I got to do whatever. So sometimes, yeah, I got something that goes in the air. I try to minimize, but it's not always possible. Or
Yeah.
I try to make things and store them in glass in the fridge that don't need to be heated, like fresh fruits,
That's
fresh vegetables.
mm-hmm.
I'll have some cheese and some whatever. I'll make like even look, guys, I love tuna. Okay, now you think about tuna and the lining of that can, and it's
Lining of
like,
the
oh my,
can. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I know.
like there's so many things, you guys, and I'm not saying that I don't use any of these things. I'm saying, like I said, we want to be educated and we want to learn how we can minimize that, because let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about too. Okay, so we've talked about some of the products, because guys, it's in like, and I have a list of all the different chemicals that we're talking about, like the BPA
Right.
and the
The,
like, there's
the
so
phtha-
many of
yeah,
them.
the phthalates and the artificial colors. They even classified high fructose corn syrup as a
Ugh,
huge endocrine
that stuff is
disruptor, and
awful.
that's in like everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So.
You really have to read your labels. Listen, especially
Mm-hmm.
those of you you're on and Lisa Galloway just joined us. Hey, Lisa. I think she's still at the hospital. Her niece has been in
Oh.
labor like
Oh
all
my.
day since 7 a.m. this morning.
Oh my
Her
goodness.
daughter just had a baby. She just came home from the hospital with the baby on the weekend. So it's a very happy
Aw.
time over there. And she's here. Hi,
Yay.
Lisa. So Lisa's also into health and wellness and fitness. She's a trainer. And so you guys, we were conditioned to look at let's just look at, okay, let's read the label. So you're looking at the fat, you're looking at the carbs, you're looking at the protein. You got to
Mm-hmm.
go below that
Look at the
to
ingredients.
the small
Yep.
tiny print that
Yeah.
has your ingredients, because
Mm-hmm.
it's got and we haven't even talked about, maybe this is a whole nother topic, but seed oils.
Seed oils.
And
Mm-hmm.
like they're in everything
Soy.
as well. And they're
Mm-hmm.
so horrible for your body. If you
Yep.
suffer from like joint pain, and like cut out your seed oils, like
Yep.
for real. Lisa can pick apart a label. And I'm the same. Like I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, this looks good. And then you look at
And you read it,
oh
and
my
you're like,
God,
oh,
it has
yep,
this.
putting it back.
And
Mm-hmm.
and again, you guys, like, we're not asking you to like, let's go quicker and cut everything out and,
Right.
go join who those people, the Amish, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not asking you to do that, but
Yes. You're not making
there
your own
are,
teriyaki sauce.
right. I do make my own barbecue sauce. Like
I do.
I'm
That's
like a little
easy.
scientist. I mix and match all
Mm-hmm.
these little different ingredients to try to, I use natural honey, and I'll grind up mustard seeds, and like just to try to
Molasses.
get rid of as many ingredients. Listen, if you can't pronounce it, don't put it in your body. And again,
Right.
you
Right.
have to make the choice for yourself on what is best for your health, and if you're suffering and you've done this, and this, and you still don't feel great, then you need to go a little deeper, right? Like you can ask your doctor for a hormone panel. You can ask your, like there's tests, right, Tara? I'm sure there's tons of different tests that you can get. You can ask to kind of know what's in balance and what's not. But typically,
Yes.
like, so here we go. So hormone disruptors that affect your thyroid. Where was I looking here? Your thyroid, your cortisol system. So those are all going to affect your brain health as well. So you get
Yes.
that brain fog, right? Like a lot of when your hormones are
Headaches.
out of balance and those disruptors are taking over. And like you said, you've got that toxic load of
Mm-hmm.
artificial hormones, disruptors, all these things, headaches, tiredness. Some people get nosebleeds. The brain
Right.
fog is for real.
Mm-hmm.
And they mimic, and like you said, they mimic and they block hormones. So people have had issues with fertility or
Yep.
massive. Listen, you can have your thyroid tested. They usually only test 2 or 3 hormones, but really there's like a panel of 13
Yeah. There's
that
13.
can be out of whack, you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So brain fog, lack of focus. For some people, it increases anxiety and depression,
Yes.
major mood swings, poor memory. That's all cortisol, estrogen, and thyroid. Like those things alone affect those things specifically. So you guys, some pretty heavy impacts. So this is kind of why we wanted to have this conversation, because like if you're not feeling great, you got to dig and you got to look, and there's choices that you need to make. So Tara, what are some of the tips? Like, do you have some for beauty products, especially? Let's talk
Okay.
about, do you have some of the swaps that people can make to minimize or at least try to minimize the exposure or the disruption of these things.
Yeah. Like I like to tell people, because some people think you might have to go like major drastic. And if you're having major like skin eruptions and rashes and hives and gut upsets and different things, then yes, you might need to do an elimination diet and start from scratch and write a food log, write a product that you're using log on you to find out what is actually starting to trigger these reactions, because sometimes you don't know. And it could be something simple like your deodorant. It could be something like your laundry soap. It could be something like your skincare. It could be a hairspray, a scent in a hairspray. You just never know what's causing these things. So you don't have to go from zero to hippie. Like you don't have to just be like whoop and completely go from one extreme to the other. Like
you don't have to have hairy, smelly armpits. That's not what we're saying.
No, you can find, and trust me, I have tested. I haven't I feel sorry sometimes for some of my clients, but I have tried every natural deodorant there is, and tested and tested and tested it, and some work for you and some don't.
What's your favorite?
Right now, Humble is working for me. And I get it.
Okay, I've heard of them.
Humble. I get the I'm a frankincense girl. So they have a Sao Paulo and frankincense that really works for me. And I'm happy about that, because for a while, awesome. Nothing was working for me, like, except for the nasty chemicals. And I didn't want to do that. So, but and
sometimes that extreme odor is a sign of, I'm not saying that it was toxic. You, but I'm saying for other people, that extreme odor, that's your body trying to get it out. That's your body trying to detox it.
Yes.
So you're rubbing these deodorants on and you're blocking those ports and you're spraying like stuff and it's storing it. Then what's happening? Like, what do you have right here? You have lymphatic drain systems right here in your armpits, and you're just excuse me, then it's going through your whole body. Lisa was talking about, that's another thing, the AIP, the autoimmune protocol. Guys, that diet is boring as hell. Yeah, but if you're struggling, and I had to do that when I went carnivore, and that's a big part of why I went carnivore, was because I was eating, like, I would eat a salad. Okay, I love vegetables, and most of this, I'm going to be honest, and I'm not trying to get on this train or anything, but I was, many people were, I was manipulated. I worked in the healthcare field. I also had a fiance in the hospital dying of COVID. So I was very manipulated into taking the vaccine. Number one, to keep my job. And number two, if I wanted to go down there and say goodbye. And it was all such a highly emotional time. Like, you didn't really think about the long term. So after I took those shots, I had a reaction. I had an allergic reaction. All those things. But I started having a major inflammatory response just eating like, I would eat a salad and within an hour I'd need an inhaler. Like, I would be wheezing from a salad. And it broke my heart because stir fry salads, all these things, like, I was never a big fruit person. Certain fruits, yes, but I was never, like, vegetables were kind of my go-to. And so that was really hard for me. And so I went carnivore. Literally basic, like the beef, bacon, butter, eggs, and that was it. And salt, and like butter, salt, like that was it. And it made a massive difference for me. And so now I've been able to, okay, let's add back in one thing and then try it. And okay, no, I'm still getting a response. And so you kind of have to do that for yourself. Like, keep track of, and listen, I'm not saying this for everybody. If you feel pretty dang good, and you want to just do what you do and your life is how it is, like, that's your choice. Like, you can go for it. But I mean, this is causing premature puberty in whipped beef tallow with frankincense. Oh, Tara, that's a good one.
That's what's in my body butter right now.
Yes. Whipped beef. Listen, beef tallow I use it for everything. And then you put that frankincense. Frankincense is like, it's the king of essential oils. It's so good.
My body butters, I smell like a hippie. I'm not going to lie. And I've got patchouli and frankincense and lavender and geranium in there. A little bit of chamomile. Awesome. And then yay. Okay. Winning. Absolutely.
Winning.
So, and then I add shea butter, mango butter to it, cocoa butter. Nice. I use all of the butters and I melt it down and then whip it, and that's wonderful. Add the beef tallow to it. I just added beef tallow because I I have food allergies. And so for a while, I was absolutely no grain at all. No grain, not even sourdough bread. Some people who are gluten-free can have sourdough. And so I started introducing things. And so I introduced sourdough, had no reaction. I'm like, oh, fabulous. And so I start introducing sourdough. All of a sudden, like within the past couple of weeks, I've got eczema coming back up on my legs. So hence the beef tallow and frankincense. So I'm working on that because, and I know what caused it, because that was one thing that I added that I used to be completely allergic to, and I just can't do it. So I just have to pay attention. But back to swapping things, easy things that you can do. Laundry soaps, just instead of the high fragrance that you can smell people when they walk by, you can smell, oh, they used Gain today. Do fragrance-free laundry soap or all natural laundry soap. We talked about Tupperware containers and plastic food containers. Swap that for glass. And now you can get those on Temu now. I bought some off of Temu. And they're wonderful.
And also, you guys, there's stretchy silicone covers that you can buy that will go over your glass container, so you're not using like even the plastic lids. You can swap that out, and the silicone, they're a little bit better, a little bit less of all that stuff. Yeah. Right.
And we talked about seed oils. Swap out like avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil instead of grapeseed, canola, sunflower, things like that.
Yeah.
And then just read your ingredients. Like if it does have a laundry list a mile long, like that's not real food. That's processed food.
Yeah. The shorter the ingredient list, the better.
The better. So
honestly,
a lot of times, it's like, oh, it's a health food. It's classified as a health food. It's organic. Well, diesel fuel's organic. So, I mean, it's just major marketing.
You wouldn't put that in your body.
You wouldn't put that in your body. But if you're eating processed cheese, you are. So there's just
my gosh. Oh, like that Barbie cheese? That makes total sense.
Oh my gosh, Velveeta. But anyway, but some things like soy isolates, pea protein, things like that, they're very inflammatory to the gut lining. Yet that's what's in most of main market protein shakes. And they're marketing to fitness people, and you're wanting to lose weight, yet you can't get rid of the belly bloat. Well, if you're looking at pea protein, soy isolates, casein, different things that are just known inflammatories to the body, then you're counterproductive. So
I had to search really hard for like a carnivore protein powder. I found it really good. I prefer to eat. You're gonna have to tell me, because I have a hard time finding them. But I prefer to eat real food. But there's times where, like, heading to the gym, I don't want to eat before, but I want some protein. Like I just want to scoop it. I'm not necessarily about it has to taste the sweetest or the fanciest. Like, just get it in you, like a little glass, scoop, like just drink it down, you guys. Like it's honestly.
I use a bone broth protein.
Oh, I have one of those.
It's really, and I get one that it's vanilla, and I get another one that's chocolate, and it's literally
the chocolate one.
Bone broth protein, cacao powder, and stevia.
Yeah,
winning,
that's what mine is.
Or bone broth protein, stevia, and vanilla bean. Ooh, that's it. That's all that's in it. It's amazing. It's not super expensive. It's not bougie expensive, but it's not the cheapest either. So it's like right in the middle.
Yeah.
But I'll have to
and
send
it's
you
really
that.
easy. Oh yeah. What's your brand? Lisa's asking of the bone broth powder.
I can post a link in the show notes. It's from Equip.
Yeah.
Equip Prime Protein. And they have protein bars too that are minimally processed, and it has tallow and it has all the good stuff in it. It's really good stuff.
Yeah. So that's awesome. And you guys, I like to I save all my bones because doing a lot of carnivore, I save all the bones. They go in a bag in my freezer, and then I will make my own beef tallow too. Listen, I don't do it here because I live with my parents and my brother, and it's kind of a stinky process. Because you have to render the fat, and it gets messy, and it takes a long time. So your whole house smells like animal fur. But it's awesome because
I do it outside on the grill. Outside on the grill.
That's a great idea.
You start roasting those bones. Oof.
Yeah, you're roasting those bones, you're scraping out the marrow, you're putting it in the
Mhm.
like, so I make my own bone broth. I add like sea salt or um Celtic salt is one of my favorites right now, so I'll
Yeah.
use some of that. Because guys, salt is not your enemy, even
No,
though
you need
doctors
it.
will tell you like your sodium, oh, sodium's so bad for you. Um,
White
at
table
least,
salt.
yeah,
Iodized table salt. That is the enemy. Yes, that's
yeah,
horrible stuff.
exactly.
It's
So
horrible
I
for your
use Celtic salt. I put it
hmm
in my bone broth, my salt, and I even add butter. And then I just sip it in the morning. It's like better than a cup of tea. Like I mean, I have it hot. I put it on the stove. I boil it again, warm it up, drink
Yep.
it. And guys, it's a great way. If you're not a big eater in the morning, like that's a great way to start and like wake up your system and get your
hmm
nutrients in you. Yeah. So the beef tallow I cook with it though. Like beef tallow has like the highest smoke point for
hmm
fats, like
Yep.
rather than butter or oils or whatever. Like it doesn't make your house all smoky when you're cooking.
No.
And there are so many water soluble minerals and vitamins in animal fat that we're not getting because we're taught to trim it off and don't eat it, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
that's a
another
big thing
thing.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We could talk for hours.
the low fat diet craze has really messed with our
Oh,
bodies, and especially as women,
our
it's
brains.
yeah, it's made a massive difference.
Mhm. Our
So we're
brain is
talking about,
fat, so we need the
yeah,
fat.
exactly. Well, and your body produces its own cholesterol, and
Mm-hmm.
cholesterol is needed to kind of hold everything together. So, they're scaring you off on this whole, I mean, again, that's a whole nother topic, but so let's talk about some other swaps. So we talked about you
Mhm.
use, what deodorant did you say? Did you say
I used
not heat?
Humble. I found Humble
Humble.
that work.
Okay.
Humble works really well for me.
We talked
Um,
about Humble. We talked
hmm
about the beef tallow protein, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about like shampoos, conditioners? We said low fragrance or zero fragrance.
Yes.
Do
So
you
there
think like
is, you can get low fragrance. All of a sudden, I'm Elmer Fudd. Fragrance. You can get low fragrance. You can also get ones that are naturally produced, so they don't have the sodium lauryl sulfates in it. They are the scent is with essential oils. A lot of times you can get more of the natural types of shampoos and conditioners. Um, and just ask your stylist, ask your beauty professional, look at things, do your research, like look at the things at Sprouts or Whole Foods or whatever your natural
yeah.
grocer is. um, and then there's old fashioned recipes you can make your own. So you
Oh,
can make
fun.
clay masks and make clay shampoos and different things, and do deep conditioning treatments with castor oil and coconut oil and different things like that as well. So you don't have to. There's different there like we've just gotten so spoiled because everything is at our fingertips
And it's
at the
easy and it's
store,
fast. And
and
yeah.
it's fast and it's easy. But
Yeah.
for centuries, women used oil and cleansed their hair with oils and
Hmm.
clays, and you know,
I think a lot of people overwash. Like I
absolutely
can't I can't wash my hair every day. I break out, like my scalp dries out so completely.
right.
And that's the other thing too, guys, like hormone disruptors, you can get eczema, you get a lot of
Mhm.
dandruff. Like that's your body
Yep.
trying to tell you that it's out of whack and that things are so yeah, I don't even wash mine every single day. And
No, and your stylist will tell you not to as well.
yeah, you're
So,
stripping all the good oils out and then you're putting in um yeah,
and then if you're
so
heat processing, you're just damaging the ends. And, you know, if you wash it every day, then you're stripping out all of the protection. So, got to
yeah,
keep it protected.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
So I love that. I love, and essential oils to you guys, like we're not plugging any specific brand or anything, but
Mm-mm.
you want to look again at the labels of that because a lot of them are cut with cheaper oils. So that like a
Yeah.
lot of them then become I the ones I buy I can ingest the majority of. I mean, there's
Yes.
labels
You
that
should
tell
be
you
able
not
to
to on,
drink them.
yeah,
If
on
you,
certain oils it'll say don't
mhm.
ingest, but
Right.
um but most of them, like, you have to check what they're cut with because they want to save money. They want to, they want to make it cheaper. They want to make it go further. Use a diffuser, you guys. Like I love having a diffuser going, especially if I'm feeling under, like, oregano oil. If I'm feeling under the weather, like frankincense and oregano oil will go in.
Yep.
I don't care what it smells like, you guys. It just, again, you're inhaling it. It's going in that blood-brain barrier. I put frankincense or oregano oil. I will put with a coconut oil just as a carrier. Put it on my feet, put on some socks. Like, I'll tell you, the next day I am not stuffy. I am not like, you start feeling
or
that
drops
scratchy
under your
throat.
tongue. Hold it as long as you can. Woo, it's spicy, but it works.
That one burns. That'll burn everything. I actually just read a study that they, there was a kid that did a science project. I can't remember what grade, whether he was high school or college or whatever. And using a microscope and using, like bacteria and stuff, and like how it was better than like anything antibacterial on the market. Oregano oil was actually shown to kill like MRSA virus and stuff. So and I have On Guard. I think that's a doTERRA brand name. I don't sell it, you guys, but I've had it. Thieves oil. Yeah, it's a what?
Thieves oil.
Yeah, it has cloves and it has like, it smells, every time I wear it, somebody goes, I smell Christmas. But yeah, it has a lot of really good stuff in it, you guys. But we also, and we talked about bamboo, we talked about glass, we talked about using cast iron cooking. Ceramic was better.
Stainless steel.
I like to stainless steel. Yeah, I like to cook in a crock pot because like, I just feel like it's safer and better. I don't have to stand over the stove when I'm working. But you guys, like, it affects your so these hormone disruptors, we didn't even get into like your metabolism. If you're struggling with weight loss, your menstrual cycle, ladies, like your sleep and your stress, your immune system, like it will affect everything. So if you're interested, if you've made it this far, because we are just we nerd out on all of this, so it's super interesting to us. But if you're struggling and you want a list of things that are hormone disruptors, and then I have a cheat sheet that I will create. I can drop it to you, but I also want to tie in, because I don't know, I feel so good. I haven't felt this good in a really long time. I've come back from like the edge of the precipice of just feeling completely like I can't imagine feeling this way the rest of my life. Major, we talked about it with me going carnivore. I had the inflammation. My hair was falling out. My gut, like guys, like everything was majorly disrupted, whether it be from these hormone disruptors that we're talking about, or EMFs, or man-made frequencies, like you name it. There's just a whole circle. We live in a day and age where everything is man-made and synthetic, and our bodies are like, we don't know how to handle this. And so
our body's very confused.
Very confused. And when your body's confused, it just has inflammation. Like inflammation is confusion in the body. And so we just want to quickly bring up, before we get off, some of the products that we use that will help bring your body back into balance. Yes. I don't want to say treats, cures, diagnose, any of those things. We've both had our own personal experience. We have hundreds of thousands of customers and people using these same products, and the stories are, so let's talk about this. I have the watermelon lime still, you guys.
Yeah, I do too.
The regular is our mango lemonade, 7 organic mushrooms, B vitamins, nootropics. It also has, it just has everything. It had like the nootropics are amazing. It's got all the B vitamins. It's again, non-GMO. We didn't even get into GMO. We're not even going to go there today.
Amino acids.
Yeah, so. It's got the amino acids. That's what word I was looking for. Soy-free, gluten-free. Now I'm sounding like Elmer. It's dairy-free. So I've actually I'm going to tell you, like literally the 4th person came to me today and all they're doing is drinking this. And she's like, my husband started drinking it and he hasn't been able to have gluten in forever. And suddenly he's, again, I'm not making medical claims, but she's like, he's eating gluten and it's not.
Not
And that's
bothering
the third or fourth person to tell me that. So the first person I was kind of like, oh, that's cool. Like maybe it was misdiagnosed. Maybe it was something else. And then it's like the second, the third, she's like, I ate another donut just to make sure. Like she was so blown away that she was like, she could have something that she couldn't have. So I drink this every morning. I actually drink the caffeine free in the morning because I've had cortisol issues for a really long time. Yeah. And so your cortisol is naturally high in the morning and you want to give it time to drop. So if you have caffeine, that can help push it back up. So I drink the decaf in the morning just so that, I allow that to come back into balance because mine was stuck in like overdrive for a really long time. So for me, that works.
The opposite. Mine's the opposite.
See? Yeah.
So my cortisol in the morning is super, super low. Like they're like,
oh, wow.
Alive? And then my cortisol, like now, my cortisol, mine amps up in the middle of the night. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be a vampire or something. I'm supposed to sleep during the day and be up all night. I'm not sure.
Right.
So, but yeah, mornings. So I need that caffeine in the morning to get me going. So
yeah, well, and I take
everybody's body is different. That's the thing.
And the beauty of it is you just do what works for you. Like there's we're all, God designed us as intricate and as rare as each falling snowflake. So nobody was designed. There's no cookie cutter anything. I don't care what anyone tells you. There's no cookie cutter diet. There's no cookie cutter lifestyle. You have to find what works for you. Yep. So
are you there?
Our big detox product.
Oh, there you are.
Is that better? This is our big detox product, you guys. This is the source. This is fulvic acid 77. So when you're using things that are massive hormone disruptors, it's like stripping your body of the minerals that it needs. We are a human battery. We are like water and minerals, and like, that's basically the makeup of a battery. So this is going to detox you, heavy metal detox, take out the plastics, even what's the word? Parasites. I've had people tell me like parasites, all the things. And so this is odorless, tasteless. It's going to help alkalize your body. It's going to help alkalize your water. You just 2 droppers in your water. And I typically do 2 in the morning, 2 droppers in the morning and 2 at night because I was really like everything. Toxic. My body was like completely toxic and depleted for a variety of reasons. And so for me, that's what works. I'm also a bigger girl. So I'm like, I'm going to use 2 and 2. And so we put this in here. It's really simple. You can do this in water and it literally like, it tastes like nothing. It smells like nothing. It's totally fine. And then we've got this, like, this is, I ran out of this the other day and I was in tears. I didn't run out. Okay. Here's what happened. I always save my empty containers because I do vendor shows. I do displays. And so I'm like, okay, I'll save the empty containers. So I have stuff on my shelf behind me. Some of it is stuff like customers have ordered. I'm waiting to get together with them or that kind of thing. And then some of them, I have another shelf that's like the empties. So I went down to like 1 a day because I ordered and it's here now. It's come. But then the other day I grabbed this and I was like, oh my God, it's full. So I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like, thank you, Jesus. Because when we were we just recently, a bunch of us went to Dallas for the summit. And I forgot. I brought sticks, but I forgot my tub and I forgot my source. So I went without this for like 4 or 5 days, you guys, and my body was angry. My stomach was like, where is our goodness? Like all the things. And so, yeah, I actually had, like, I used to suffer from really bad IBS, like daily, weekly, it would last for days, like horrible. I could time, like from the time I ate something to I need to be someone else said it the other day, you plan your life around where the bathrooms are. And so, yeah, like I got back and thank God I came home. And that was the first thing I did was like, I put that in a big glass of water and so for me, it's like we have other products too that are amazing. But for me, these 3 things, you guys, are like, if you want to minimize the effects of, because like I said, you may not necessarily be able to cut out all these things or swap out all these things. Right. Financially, it might not be possible for you, maybe where you live, or maybe I live with other people. So to change everything is not necessarily feasible. You can buy your own little thing of laundry soap. You can have your own little laundry soap, for example. you
The
know, those
plugins, the
euro.
wallflowers, and the scent things, and the candles, and we
Yes.
can't control everything around us
No, no.
with other people, but
Well, and I have friends that make candles, so I know that they're much more natural and much more, they
nice.
use like
Yeah,
essential oils and
not
stuff
Bath
to
and
like,
Body Works kind of thing.
no, which I used to love, but then it's
I
like all
do
of a
too.
sudden you're like, why am I getting a headache?
I'm
Yeah,
hurting.
that's why.
Yeah. Or why am I
You
breaking
know,
out hives?
yeah, I know. So I have a bunch of them that like still have the lids on. They're not even burned. And I'm like, I should just get rid of these. Like I'm not using them because of so yeah, I mean you can go find people, go to the local market when in the spring, summer, and fall and find like a candle maker or something. There's people that make things. You
Yep.
don't have to take
Etsy
the time to
shops.
make them.
Mhm.
I can't stand the like Febreze or the
Oh,
like the plug-in
right.
wall things. Like I had to tell my mom, like I get an instant headache when that's,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
it's all about just finding swaps. There's lots of
Mhm.
great websites. There's lots of great companies.
And you can make
You
your
can,
own.
yeah, absolutely. Like cleaning.
It's
I
not hard.
use water and lemon oil,
I use
vinegar
that
and
as
lemon
vinegar,
oil. Sorry.
vinegar,
And then it
baking
cuts the
soda,
grease. Yeah. Baking soda. And like, you've got all these more natural
peroxide.
things that, yep, you can do
Yeah, it's
all
not
of those
hard.
things.
It's not hard to make certain swaps. And even, using like laundry soap, you can make your own laundry soap if you really want to.
Mm.
I've done that for years. You like
What do you make it out of?
borax, Arm& and
I use,
Hammer. I do like borax, Arm& and Hammer, the laundry
mhm.
Arm& and Hammer. And then you can use like a Fells Naphtha, which is an old bar soap. You
Yep.
can like just grate it, and there's like almost no scent to it at all,
Oh,
and
I
it gets
love that.
everything out. Like it's like stains are
Yeah.
gone.
We use borax very regularly
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So
Because
there's
borax, you
everything,
guys will neutralize your odors. Borax is really good for,
and borax you can
get,
use on anything. You can scrub your shower with it. You can scrub
yeah.
your toilets with it. You can do anything. Like
Yeah.
it's,
I love it.
it's
I love it.
old school stuff.
Well, we're going on 45 minutes here, and I know you and I can talk along forever
We could
because
talk
that's just
forever.
all
Yes.
of this is. But I want to thank everyone for joining us. If you made it this far and you're like, okay, listen, you guys, we touched on these, what we use. We didn't really say what it does or why, but if you want to get rid of that brain fog, that
Brain
constant
fog.
tiredness, the headaches, you want to
Yeah.
help restore your gut, like this stuff will really help bring your body back into balance. The energy, the mood, the focus, the sleep, all of the things. Then reach out. Hashtag reset in the comments, and we will make sure we get you connected with the right person
Yeah.
who maybe shared this video with you or any of those things. And if you have more questions, or if you want the guide, the swap guide that we're about to create, because
Yeah.
I got a little cheat sheet here, then
Mm-hmm.
let us know. Drop swap in the comments. We'll get that to you as well. But I want to say thank you for joining us. And we're going to do
I
this again
managed to.
soon. You did. I know. It could be the internet, but we're
Yeah.
gonna say goodnight. I have to
Good
get up
night.
for the gym in the morning. Thank you, Tara, for hopping on. Thank you for your wisdom and your knowledge. Like, I
Having
absolutely
me.
love it. We could maybe make a little recipe sheet of things you can,
Yeah.
oh yeah, see, Michelle's already saying swap. So,
Yep.
and also like maybe like just little things like cleansers for your house or
Mm-hmm.
laundry soap, or maybe
Yep.
we can make like a little cheat sheet like that so people have, hey,
Yeah.
like if you're
I
looking
got you.
for something simple, that would be awesome.
I will
And
send some over.
all right, so we're gonna say goodnight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching to the end, and we will talk soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.